Hi and welcome to my channel. So the UK government has announced, confirmed and implemented so many new rules that are affecting companies that are recruiting overseas workers or employing overseas workers that are already in the UK. So this video is more of a heads up so that you're aware of what these changes are so that you can plan your moves in the UK effectively and efficiently. So whether you're already in the UK or not, this is very important that you get these details so that you are aware. So if you're new to my channel, you're welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, I hope that you're finding these helpful and that they are supporting you with your decision making. So if you haven't joined this family, hit the subscribe button so that you're the first person to be notified every single day when I drop a new video on here at 10 a.m. prompt UK time. My goal, my objective is to make sure that you're the first person to be informed about the opportunities in the UK and changes in visa and immigration rules as they happen. So that's what we're going to be talking about in today's video. One thing that the government has also confirmed is that they are going to be tripling, I don't mean doubling, they're going to introduce new fines, but they're going to triple those fines so that those companies that are doing anything wrong or they're not following the right processes, they're going to be penalized massively. So as a candidate, you want to make sure that you're aware of the legit companies, so you're focusing on those and you are keeping away from those companies that will eventually also get you into some trouble. And that's what this is about. So the fines are going to be increasing to £45,000 if any company is obviously recruiting those workers that are not on the right visa that they should have, or having workers work more hours than they should, and all of that. And by the way, if you're watching this and you're not aware, I do have a free newsletter. I've dropped a link in the comment section below. Once you join, I send information such as this directly to your amazing inbox, so you're not reliant on the YouTube algorithm for such vital information that is crucial for your personal and professional development. I also share information about career progression opportunities in the UK because for me, it's not just about getting to this country, it's what you do with yourself once you get here. That's what you're going to find. For example, there are some of these jobs and employers that once you get to the UK, you're going to realize that maybe it's not what you expected and you need something more. You deserve something better. You want to transition to the NHS, for example. Let's say you're working in domiciliary care, you're in a care home, you're with a private company. How do you do that? You want to get into apprenticeship, so you're paid to work and study at the same time. How do you do that? You want to progress within your career into senior positions. How do you proceed with that? Again, I'm passionate about all these different things. Also, visa sponsorship opportunities, with those companies. How do you apply? What are they looking for? What are the T's and C's? What are some of the things that can better support you to go through that process, in a better way, that is going to be, I don't want to say stress free because this is not a stress free process, but in a way that you're better supported. So if you check the comment section below, you're going to see a link there, to it's your name and email, and you are part of it. You're also going to find my contact details on there, so if you need to contact me, you've got any questions, you need that one-to-one support, you need tailored guidance, then do feel free obviously to get in contact with myself, so that we can get that personalized guidance that is specific for your own personal circumstances. Because a YouTube video like this is good, but it's very generic. I've got no idea what your experiences are, where you are based at the moment, what your goals are, what you're working towards, the challenges that you're facing, what's going well, and all of that. So if you want to leave that in the comment section below, you've got any questions, comments, concerns, leave that in the comment section below, and then we'll just go through that together. This what this is really about. So these companies are going to be fined massively, and the reason why the government has implemented this is to deter those companies that are currently recruiting overseas workers on the wrong visa, or recruiting people that they should not be recruiting, or recruiting people without giving them the jobs that they have promised in the first place. And these fines are also going to be increasing, by the way, to £60,000 for the second time. Let's say if a company is seen to be doing the wrong thing the first time, they'll be fined £45,000 per wrong deed or per immigrants that they are recruiting. And then the second time, they're going to be fined £60,000. And then if they are seen to be doing that repeatedly, then obviously their license is going to be revoked if it's a company that is licensed to recruit overseas workers, but if it is not licensed, then that company, the government has the potential to close that business. That's what they have announced and put in force already. And so that's why I'm saying that you need to make sure that you're very, very careful, very strategic with the companies that you're dealing with at the moment in the UK. Because one of the things that have happened so far recently is that over 700 UK companies have lost their licenses to recruit overseas workers because of all these reasons. Because once they find any wrongdoing, everybody's going to go down for it. And I think it's a very unfair system. The fact that all the people that have been recruited by that company will lose their ability to work in the UK because they just get sent letters to say, look, you've got 60 days to be in the UK, find another employer, otherwise you will need to leave the country if you're unable to find another employer to switch within the 60 days. And like I say, thousands of families are currently going through this ordeal, which is very heartbreaking. But that's why I always like to say that if you know that you're working with a company or you're not doing things legally yourself, that's why I say this is a heads up. You should always be applying for jobs, trying to transition to switch to those organizations that you know you're not going to have issues, or you know that you're less likely to have problems with them, because they are on in fact they're on a massive mission to make sure that this all stops. And one of the things that I've also introduced, which is why the whole thing about revoking licenses is so effective now, is that the government has actually introduced a minister that they call illegal migration minister, who is focused exclusively on this, which means that there's a whole team working on it now, and that's why they're doing more checks with companies. That's why companies are more weary as well. That's why so many licenses are being revoked. And so you just need to be careful as a candidate, because at the end of the day, it's about you, it's about your family, it's about what's best for you, it's about what's going to better support you and your family. It's about your own interest, because like I always say, companies are always going to have their own interest, their own back. But as individuals, you and I owe ourselves the duty to better support ourselves. I've shared extensive, and detailed videos on this channel about different opportunities that are available that you can apply for. If you also check the description box below or the about section of this channel, you're going to find a link to my private coaching program if that's something that you're interested in, that one-to-one tailored guidance. But you're also going to find lots of resources that I have put there to support you, so that whether you're looking to get into nursing, you're looking to transition into senior positions, you're looking for tips with your CV, you're looking for interview preparation tips, I've got all of that information there readily available so that it can help you, to go through that process, whether it's transitioning or it's switching or it's applying for a UK visa for the first time, but you've got those resources. And so, what do you think, by the way, about all these changes, updates, proposals, and all of that? Because I think this year, we can expect that thousands of people will move to the UK and all of that. But at the same time, there are also lots of other things going on in the background that it's important that you're aware of the bigger picture of all of this. And like I say, if you need that tailored one-to-one individualized and personalized guidance, then you can get in contact with me or check out my private coaching program if it's something that is appropriate for you, obviously. But just make sure that you are keeping yourself safe, and that you're doing things the right way, and you don't fall in the hands of the wrong company and then end up in any trouble. So also check out this video that I've linked up here just to give you more information about some of these opportunities that the UK has to offer. So check this out.